It opens with Peter and MG on the roof. The two are seen talking, where Peter is sad while MG tries to comfort him in grief. Peter's sadness was caused by the previous event, where Mysterio revealed that Peter Parker was the figure behind Spider-Man. It didn't stop there. Mysterio said that the perpetrators of mass murder using advanced drones were all the work of Spider-Man. Welcome to February Movie. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell, so that if there is a new video from us you don't miss it. I hope you enjoy it. This is supported by the Daily Bugle News Report, presented by J. Jonah Jameson, who now knows the true origin of Spider-Man. Of course, it is feared that the enemy who is targeting Spider-Man will definitely take advantage of the people closest to Peter, and it is very possible to threaten their lives. In addition, Peter's sadness was doubled, due to the slanderous news that was very viral. The townspeople and his schoolmates treated Peter very cruelly. They made fun of Peter, cornered him, through hate speech, and was branded as a public enemy, when in fact the residents this does not know the real reality. People closest to Peter such as BB May and Net, both of them were even interrogated by the police for their relationship with the #1 criminal in the city. Fed up with all this, Peter decides to be able to fix it. He then went to a building called the Sanctum Sanctorum, which was the headquarters of the Strange Doctor, the great wizard he had known since the Avengers Infinity War event. After going inside, Peter then met the wizard. There he was welcomed and Doctor Strange refused to call him Cher. After all they did together to save the world. Peter then called him Stephen, even though it sounded strange, but the Strange Doctor could still accept it. Then Peter started to tell all the complaints he had. Peter said thanks to Mysterio who revealed his identity, now his whole life is falling apart. Therefore he asked the Doctor for help Strange, so that Mysterio never did that. But suddenly we see Wong, who warns Doctor Strange not to cast a single spell. This is very dangerous. And it seems Wong knows that Doctor Strange will use this spell to help Peter. Strange then agreed with Wong's words, but when he left, the Doctor denied his words. The former neurosurgeon then invited Peter to go down to the basement, where a mysterious ritual was then carried out. The Doctor Strange said this ritual would make the whole world forget that Smart is the figure behind Spider-Man. But here, Peter looks worried after hearing the words of Strange Doctor. He is worried about MG, Aunt May and also Net, who are his closest people, if they forget all the memories they passed together. But the Doctor Strange continues the ritual, and then something big happened. CNN quickly changes to show Dr. Strange and Peter Parker fighting a mysterious enemy on a train. There is also some chaos in many locations. There are yellow lightning flashes, eclipses explode on the streets, and looks like the appearance of a familiar supervillain. This is all thanks to the spell of Doctor Strange, which destroys the stability, space, and time of the multiverse. A way that gets them into terrible trouble. The root of the problem is that Peter is trying to live two different lives, which might indicate that Peter will be in different universities at the same time, and the longer Peter does this, the greater the danger. Dr. Strange then reminds Peter to be careful what he wants, and this trailer is then finished. Finished with the storyline of the trailer, now we go into the discussion of the video. In every superhero movie, there must be a supervillain. And talking about the film, how many enemy sightings can you see from this trailer? There are 1, 2 or even 3. No kidding, we found 6 enemies that were noticed. Hearing the word 6 definitely reminds you of Sinister 6, which might later be realized. And here is the appearance of the criminal. The first most obvious enemy is Dr. Octopus. If you still remember last December 2020, trusted site The Hollywood Reporter revealed, actor Alfred Molina will join the film in Spider-Man No Way Home, and return to play Dr. Octopus. A role he had played before, in the Spider-Man film directed by Sam Raimi 2004 ago. This supervillain appearance is clearly seen at the end of the video. How about referring to him greeting Peter Parker? Causes goosebumps, especially for those whose childhood was entertained by this early 2000s Spider-Man film. In this trailer, the appearance of Dr. Octopus looks not so different from before. The shape of the tentacle is still the same, without any visible changes, as well as the suit and glasses he wears. Does this indicate that he is from the universe? We will know the answer when we watch the film later. Then the second enemy is Electro. 2 months before the news of Alfred Molina's return, the same source first reported that he would re-emerge and played by actor Jamie Foxx, who had enlivened in Amazing Spider-Man. Although the tip is not fully visible, but the lightning flashing automatically indicates that lightning is a characteristic of Electro. For those of you who ask why it is yellow, this is the Electro color that will be used in the film later. According to the statement from when he will play Electro but with a different version, no longer blue, but yellow, similar to the classic version, I'm sure many of you are curious about his new form. Then the third that was not reported to be present before was the Green Goblin. The appearance of this character is indeed a secret, but the distinctive laughter and followed by the very iconic pumping bombs, without thinking twice, you definitely know who the character is. Based on sources from Daniel Ritzman, a trusted blogger who quickly leaked the release dates of several trailers. He said that the real enemy in this movie is the Green Goblin. Somehow watch the movie to find out the answer. Then the next enemy that I'm sure you don't realize is the Sandman. Sandman is an antagonist who had appeared in the third Spider-Man film made by Sam Raimi. At that time it was said that Spider-Man had to deal with this figure in an attempt to thwart a robbery. As time went on, Sandman became more and more crazy and united with Edie to defeat Spiderman, unexpectedly. Previously seen the appearance of the Sandman from this trailer. In a fast-paced scene, the superfilm is seen appearing along with lightning from Electro, signaling that he will return in this film. Then the fifth one is the Lizard. This character is certainly familiar to you from video game comics, and has already received highlights as the main enemy in the game. In a fraction of a second duration, where you will miss this opinion, you see a mysterious figure behind Peter and preparing to attack him, if there is no barrier field behind Peter. It can be confirmed that this character is the Lizard who joined together with other supervillains. Whether played by the same actor we don't know yet, but considering the other enemies played by the same actor, it could be that the Lizard is the same. And for the sixth enemy, you don't need to look for him because the trailer won't be shown. It is certain that this sixth enemy will after watching the movie, because he only appears there. Who is the sixth enemy in question? Is the Scorpion new Reno Voucher? Try to write your opinion in the comments column. If we ourselves are still sure that the sixth enemy in question is Mysterio, with scenes that are not clear, whether to confirm Mysterio is dead or not, and Mysterio's elements are still inherent in, and several other factors make us believe that Mysterio will reappear in the film this. So that's a bit of the storyline of the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. I hope you guys enjoy. Continue to support us by subscribe, like, and also sharing to your social media, and also giving your comments about what is lacking and ideas for the next video. See you in the next project.